Hi, it's Stan Reinford, and welcome to this week's market update. Again, thank you for the great compliments, questions, and suggestions. Let's jump into it. So, we have a lot of new people that are joining us this week. Let me explain how the chart works. So, the candlesticks down below, red and green. Red means that markets are not doing great. Mortgage rates are going up or they're going sideways. You'll see all the way to the right here, we're kind of leveling out now, and I'll get into what's transpired here in a few minutes. And then a green one means rates went a little bit lower or actually went sideways. At the top here, we have three charts. To the far left is the 30-year Treasury. To the center is the 10-year, and to the right is the S&P 500. So the higher the candlesticks are in this chart, rates are lower. When they're lower in that chart, then rates are higher. So we've gone a little bit higher over the last week. So last week, let's talk about market moving news. Last week, we had Stephen Moran, who was out and about and made the case for 425 basis rate cuts this week or this year, and rates got a little bit better. Then we woke up on Saturday morning to the joint effort with Israel of Operation Epic Fury, which is the purpose of basically neutralizing the threat of Iran and removing its leadership. With that came the rise of oil prices, and hence mortgage rates rose, all in the fear of prices increasing, causing more inflation. Yesterday, though, the president announced that the U.S. would be there for the oil industry, that the U.S. offered to provide insurance guarantees, and if that did not work completely, they would even look at providing naval escorts to ensure safe passage through the Strait of Hormuz. So it's unclear whether the oil companies will take up the U.S. on these offers, as the tankers are still or could still be the target and potential risk of loss of life, and not to mention the product. But the insurances appear to be calming the markets, and that's good starting yesterday, and it's still into today. So believe it or not, I did some research on this, and the ships passed through the Strait of Hormuz, which is approximately 21 miles wide. And you would think that that would be plenty, but there's only certain lanes where those ships can go through, because those are the areas that are deep enough that they'll be able to have safe passage through there. 20% of the world's oil is shipped through this area, and 45% of China's oil is shipped through that area. So the real question is, how long will this continue? We've seen in the past that once the situation settles down, typically we see oil prices and mortgage rates come back down. So we'll be watching that right now. Let's talk jobs. So ADP released their jobs report today. There were 63,000 jobs that were reported for February. 58,000 of those came from education and healthcare. They're not really areas that are bothered by what's happening out there in the economy. They're going to be created anyway. That being said, out of those 63,000 jobs, 58,000 of them were in these areas. So when you really look at that, was it really a huge number? So at the end of the week, the BLS is supposed to be reporting their numbers on Friday along with retail. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. When it comes to mortgage applications with interest rates coming down on the purchase end are on the increase. So there are more people coming into the market. So if you are sitting out there and you're on the fence a little bit, give me a call. Let's chat about your goals and let's see what we can do. Let's talk rates. So rates, as you can tell from the chart here, have gone up just a little bit. It's still a great time to buy and refinance. Give me a call. I would love to help you. Remember, we help those that are buying or refinancing, whether it is for a primary residence, second home, or investment program, whether it's renovation loans, cash out refinances, debt consolidation, any number of things we can help you with, whether you're a first-time home buyer or a multiple move up, move down type buyer. So again, please forward and share. And oh, by the way, do not forget to turn your clocks ahead Saturday night before you go to bed. My favorite time of the year. Have a great week. And again, please forward and share.